Yeah, I totally didn't just smack the fuck out of my ring on my other finger.
Oh, what? You don't use your dick anymore on the microphone?
Nah, I got a cease and desist from Ron Jeremy from that pervert.
Yeah, isn't he in jail?
Yeah, he just got like another like 30 cases of rape brought against him. It's not looking good for the old germster.
Hey, soon you'll have a friend, James Dean, right?
This is goddamn porn.
It's
Too crazy.
It is.
You calm down over there.
You know what else is also crazy?
What?
Welcoming back our listeners to the Rice and Beans podcast. It's episode 34, September 22nd, 2021. I believe it's episode 34. I didn't actually look that up. I'm just guessing. Going off of notes, at least. But yeah, other than porn, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah?
It's been pretty good. There's a bunch of stupid school and Ava shit going on, but I'm pretty sure people don't want to hear about that. That's just boring parent stuff.
Well, I mean, you never know. Sometimes the little parenting stuff could help some of our listeners get an insight on how they might help them grow their child into a model citizen or something.
So, how do I put this? Ava, I don't know how to put this without like being weird. Ava's growing up, if you catch my drift. And so she's been trying to figure out how to handle all that shit. So at school, she acts a little weird because she realizes none of the other kids are really like her. So the teacher was just like, hey, she needs to talk to somebody. And we're like, all right, fine, school counselor, that's cool. Come to find out, they brought in a psychologist to talk to Ava without our permission. So I was like, really? Like we keyed everyone in on what's going on, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna have a nice fucking talk about why a doctor should not be talking to my kid unattended or uninformed.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, so went through all of that shit, and the psychologist's excuse was that, well, I tried calling Presley, and she didn't answer, so I just talked to her anyway, since you guys said it was okay to talk to a counselor. And it was just like, okay, there is a huge gap between what we said was okay and what you said is okay. So yeah, had a nice long conversation with that woman. I don't know. We got parent-teacher conferences coming up because the teacher was in on it too. So I'm going to be having a nice conversation with that woman as well. I'll be like, what the fuck's your deal? You fucking bitch. I mean, if you're a teacher, God bless you. You're more patient than I ever could be. I've never liked most of my teachers. So being able to like turn around and be a parent and then just shit all over them for like any mistake. Because like, let's face it, when we were kids, if the teacher was wrong, they were never going to admit that. Ever.
Yeah.
And now, as a parent, like, when they're wrong, you can just fucking send it right up the pole, dude. It is awesome. But, I mean, yeah, just make sure you're paying attention to what the school's doing with your kids. If you got them in there, just talk to your fucking kids. Yeah, the other thing is that she was peddling is that me and Presley weren't making enough time for Ava. And it was just like, you understand, like, I don't work just to spend time with Ava. You get that, right? Oh, she didn't say that. I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? I was just like, I don't know. It was fun. Yeah. So shout out schools. You're doing great.
It's interesting that I've only talked to like a school counselor once, and that's because my girlfriend at the time called them because she was like freaking out for some reason. And so I had to talk to them about like, so what's going on with you and this girl who went to another school? And I was like, what the fuck? What does this have to do with like anything that's going on here? Okay. To be fair, I had to talk to them twice because once I just told the kid to kill himself. Turns out he was like super depressed and he just like outbursts a lot. My bad on that one. But for the other one, I was like, I don't understand how.
Jesus.
Fucking
end it.
All right, I'm gonna get into that story right now. Okay, I don't remember his name. All I know is he
didn't do it.
Yeah, as far as I know right now, he's still alive.
He's got you on a list like Buscemi from Billy Madison.
Yeah,
You're in trouble now. You're in trouble.
You can try to find me. I don't mind. We're actually pretty cool now. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but like after the whole thing, we were like, it was like a an understanding to each other of just like we're cool, right? But like, I think he was like a year younger than me or something, and he was always like talking or causing like some kind of commotion in the classroom. And eventually it was like enough to get like our Chinese teacher, because it was in Chinese class, like she was already dealing with enough trying to teach a class in a closet. And she only recently finally got upgraded to like an actual classroom. But then like the school was like having issues with her, right? Because, you know, it's Utah. We're all racist or something. I don't know. So, you know, having to deal with like 30 kids or something is not an easy job. She was a pretty cool teacher, again, but like you said, I didn't really like any of my teachers either. She just reminded me way too much of my mom. So eventually, like, she just leaves the room, and this kid is still like going off and stuff. He doesn't see that he's done something wrong, kind of say, right? Because like she left because like she couldn't handle this for a second. She's like she needed to get a breather or whatever. And so everyone's just talked to him like just like, hey man, you fucked up and stuff, right? Like he's denying it all. He's like, yeah, it's whatever, it's not my fault. And eventually, like, I'm like really antisocial in like schools and stuff. So I was like, finally come out and just. The only thing I said to him was like, listen, man, maybe you should just go fucking kill yourself. And the girl sitting in front of me, she was pretty cool too. Although she's on like the whole like anti-depression club or whatever we had at our school, and she just turns to me and she's like, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think you need to say it that way. And that was like the straw for me. I was like, listen, I said what I said and I meant it. I was like, whatever happens it's you know, his choice. Cut to like literally I think it was just the next day, I'm in the same class with this guy. He's pretty quiet. I won't lie. He was actually pretty quiet after I said what I said to him. So, you know, I guess I got through to him. I get called into the counseling office. And his counselor, because I guess we had like different counselors for like different last names or whatever for like letters.
Yeah.
And she comes to me. She's like, listen, so we talked to this kid, and he told us what you said to him. And I was like, that motherfucking snitch. And then she's like, so he's already having a hard enough time at home. You know, he's his parents aren't from this country. He gets bullied a lot and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, first of all, none of that's my problem. I didn't do anything. Like, this is what I'm thinking in my head. I didn't say this out loud to her because, you know, I'm a kid. Adults scare me. And I was pretty much thinking in my head, like, none of this is really my problem. Like, he can deal with it. I got to deal with my own shit. I don't bring it on to other people. I don't cause a disruption just because it happens to me. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And she just keeps going on and on about like all of this like bad shit that's going on with him. And half of it, I'm like, I don't think that one's true, but I'll just stay quiet and stuff. And at the end of it, she's like, so you have choices here. You can either, you know, just give him an apology and stuff. It's what he asked for and stuff like that. Or we could suspend you for 3 days. And I was like,
took the suspension, huh?
No, I didn't. I was like, okay, sure. I'll apologize to him, and that'll be the end of it. And as I'm walking out of there, in my head, I'm going like, I ain't gonna apologize to this guy. Because I really thought I was like, he's gonna snitch on me if I don't. So, I think it was like the next day or something like that. I just see him in the halls like during lunch or something, and I just go up to him like, hey, I'm sorry for what I said. I understand what you're going through, yada, yada, yada. In my head, I'm like, it's whatever. And he just looks at me, like, in the most awkward way, because it's like, you don't really talk to strangers about your feelings and stuff, right? So it's kind of awkward. He's just like, yeah, man, thanks. That was, like, a good, like, 5-second pause of just awkward silence. And I was like, all right, see ya. That was pretty much the end of it. After that, he was actually pretty, like, he paid a lot more attention in class, and he's like not as much of a disruption. Every once in a while he would talk to his as my mom calls them. I think it's Lofan, which I think is just like white man in Chinese. He talked to his white friends. So that was kind of the end of that story. But it's like that's the one time I've ever had like a talk with like a school counselor, and then like the other time it was just because my ex-girlfriend was a psychopath, and we're gonna end it there. She's, whew. Yeah. I mean, talk to your kids, see what's going on. Also,
For real.
don't snitch. That's kind of asshole move. All right, I didn't need this guy's lore about like his depression and shit. All right,
That was my issue with the whole thing, is that the fucking bitch just dumped out this whole dude's life story before you. Like, you guys' relationship isn't the best, and meanwhile you come in and just be like, yeah, why don't you fucking hang yourself? And it's just like, yeah, well, it turns out this and this and this and then some of this.
Like I guess she was trying to go for the method of, I'm gonna make you feel shitty until it's too much to bear so that you do what I tell you to do. But to me, it was more just like, I'm just gonna tell you this guy's life story and just see what happens. I didn't really care. He's okay. He's still a disruption in my mind. He just annoys me still. So, if you listen to this, I don't remember your name.
I thought you were good buddies.
We're good buddies in the sense of like, we didn't bully each other. I guess that's the best middle ground of it at my school is we didn't bully each other. We didn't really talk to each other, but we acknowledged each other if we ever saw each other, you know? That was kind of, yeah, that's about it. But we had the Asian version of like the black guy nod, you know, how they do that. Yeah, we had that.
Is that a race thing?
Yeah, apparently it is. I don't know. Like, there's like, so, all right, time to go into our segment of a racist feast. But so a lot of Asian people, like, small talk isn't really a thing, right? So when like we see each other stuff, a lot of people will be like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know, you'll make small talk a little bit. Like if you see each other in a grocery store, most Asian people that aren't like Americanized, at least, if they see each other, they'll just kind of like make eye contact and bow, and that's it. And they won't say a word. They'll just exchange a bow and they'll leave each other. I guess it's kind of the same thing as like from what I heard, it's like called the black person nod.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much like if you're just walking by one of your friends and stuff like that, you just give them the nod and that's it, right? It's just they don't really talk to each other if they got things to do, right? I don't know. That's what I've heard. If it's wrong, talk to the people that told me this, all right? It's not my fault, all right? My hands are clean, all right? It's not my fault. But yeah. Anything else happened in your week?
No, not really.
You win both your fantasy games?
No, I won the redraft by the skin of my teeth, and then I put up a fight. I scored the second most points in keeper and lost to the guy who scored the first. And I'm like, well, fuck my ass, you bitch.
How many points did you get?
I
can see it. Maybe I can, but
if it wasn't second, it was third because one guy blew up, so it might have propelled.
What? You're the Polk High, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Al Bundy.
You got you were third highest. Oh no, you were second highest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I'm top. I'm at least top 3, and sorry, hold on. And yeah, the only reason I fucking lost is because I was playing against guy number 1.
I was in our keeper league. I was so close to beating Spoon, and then I saw and realized he's got one more person to play, and it was Aaron Jones, who scored 41 points.
Yeah.
And he beat me.
Yeah, that's the guy who blew up.
And he beat me. And I am so angry about it. I mean, to be fair, my team sucks. Right? My keeper league is worse than my redraft team. So it's it sucks, but I mean, it's my fault. Although I will say, I have faith in the Buccaneers again, because rather than getting me -3, they got me 19 points. So I mean,
hey, did you watch that game?
I did. Man, I been so busy last weekend. I did not get the chance to like watch any games or anything like that.
They it was kind of like a stomping, and then like all of a sudden the Falcons come back. And as soon as they started getting everything pieced back together, it was fucking. There was a pick six and then just an interception. I think it was another pick six actually. Like it was just instantly like, oh, the game's over again. That's awesome. But yeah, if you had Tampa's defense, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I will say I am going against, I believe you.
It's the #1 bowl.
Yeah, and redraft coming up, and all I want to say is I don't want to see some domestic violence against me on this. Okay, I'm scared because
it's the #1 bowl. We got China #1 versus Guy Ledouche #1.
East divisions go against each other, first versus second. I don't like my chances, but I'm hoping that I pull off some kind of miracle. Beat you by like 0.2 points or something.
I wouldn't stress. I've been having some pretty shitty luck with all of it. It's I don't know. I'm missing some pieces that I need to figure out in both teams, and right now I've been paying more attention to keeper than I have redraft, so I don't even know what I'm missing.
I won my redraft league for last week, but then I come check it last night, and like 3 of my people have questionable on them now, so now I'm scared. So I don't know what to do.
Keep reading. Keep reading.
Pray for the best and just be like, listen, you just do what you can. All right. I believe in you. I actually switched out one of my like questionable people for a questionable person, because it's like, you did all right last week. I'm just hoping you can do the same thing this time. Okay.
Right.
Surprisingly, Lamar Jackson did amazing last week, and I didn't have him in my roster, or my plays, whatever, not on my bench.
That was another great game. That was pretty cool to watch. As a Raiders fan, I fucking hate Kansas City. It's annoying. Plus, I don't like the way Patrick Mahomes speed walks. It's fucking weird. It's like an old lady who has to shit. And it's disgusting.
I think that's just speed walking in general.
No. It's different, right? Because like speed walking, they'll move the hips and like a little bit of the torso. His is it's its own thing, and it fucking bothers me. It's like, why? You're a grown ass man. Why do you move like that? Like you move like someone whose body is just built like shit.
It's just like completely still except for the legs going forward.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's worth a look up. It's different.
Oh, I'll definitely try to find a small little clip of him speed walking and see if anyone else has that same feeling. I'm still scared. I don't know how to feel about coming week. Let's see.
Yeah, it's it's every time he comes on and off the field, I don't like it. It's almost cartoonish, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, he'll fix it somehow, right? Maybe he just needs a hip replacement or something.
He needs something, man. Something. Maybe he just has a rock in his shoe, or like at all times. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Well, watch, we're the assholes for making fun of him. It turns out he has like some kind of disability, but still plays pro NFL.
I did have one of those moments. I did have another like punch your ticket to hell moment. There's a commercial. I mean, I'll watch every football game, and you'll see the same commercial over and over again for like NFL shit, like go to buy their jerseys and whatnot. And one of them, there is a wide receiver by the name of DeAndre Hopkins, and he was standing there with his mom, and his mom has a really goofy eye. Like, if she's looking at you, it's up and away. And I was like, good Lord, like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened to this bitch? And I was making fun of her. It turns out her boyfriend's lover threw a combination of lye and bleach in her face and damn near killed her. And that's why she looks like that. And I was just like, yeah, welcome to hell. Fuck me, I guess.
You already punched a ticket. You might as well retell the story to us, right?
Yeah, it's not great. I fucked up, and here I am.
What is that? 2 punches for you now? If you get 8 more, you get a free cup of spiders, right?
Yeah. It's not good. Not good at all.
How's your little heaven ticket looking? Huh? Still empty? Still no punches? Huh?
It's gone. It's not looking good for old Shuby.
I will. I am going against Presley in keepers for next week.
Oh, you'll win that.
Yeah, I'm not worried at all for that. I'm more worried about my redraft than I am for keepers.
I love Presley, but she's been having a very hard time with keepers this year. It's not great.
0-2-0. The only reason I'm worried about redraft is because I have 2 wins right now, and I'm hoping that I can like keep the streak of having like almost a flawless victory. Even though I know, something's gonna happen where one of my main stars is gonna be taken out. So
minding your own business, and then just it turns out he got molested on the field and he's out for 6 weeks. He's dead.
This other one got hit by a train, so we don't know what to do. Hold on, I gotta punch my ticket just in case it happens. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about football. It's not really my cup of tea.
Oh, hey, I will say, green chili season is upon us again. Do you want us to send you some?
As long as it stays cool this time? Yes.
Yeah, we're going to send it through FedEx. Fuck the Postal Service. Fucking dipshits. God damn it.
I want to make sure I'm not going to get, worms or something through the mail.
I mean, that is the one thing that lasted the entire time. So I'm pretty thankful for that, but,
last time
we tried hooking JD up with Thanksgiving, and it was dog shit.
Yeah, we always get a ham from our family in California. They send us a ham from a really nice, meat shop from California. It always comes half cooked because it baked in the trailers. So,
oh no!
Yeah. My family didn't care. They still ate it.
Did you guys get sick?
As far as I could tell, I got a bunch of Chinese people with a stomach of iron, but I don't like ham, so I never ate it.
Why don't you like ham?
The only ham I like.
I've been hanging out with Kaylin too much.
There's only 2 types of ways that I'll eat pork. Bacon. However, I do like turkey bacon more, so there's that issue. And then there's pig stomach, because it's a Chinese dish or whatever.
Stomach or belly?
Belly.
Okay. Yeah, big bacon.
Yeah. I don't remember. I have literally forgotten the name of this dish, and I only had it about a day ago. So I
looking good.
It's crispy pork. I don't know. That's what we call it. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty much
crispy pork belly.
Yeah. It's the belly. It's just cooked in a way where the fat crisp over and it's really crunchy. It's the only way I like pork. Other than that, pork chops, disgusting. Ham slices, terrible. Lunchable ham, debatable. It's not real ham.
No, yeah, I was about to say you can't. That doesn't count.
But yeah, ham's just not good to me. I don't know why. I'll take steak and turkey over ham. I'm weird. I don't like heights, ladders, or spiders, or things with multiple legs.
I mean, I guess I don't know. It's no ham, huh?
Yeah.
What about bacon?
Like I said, I like bacon, but I like turkey bacon more. So it's
You might actually be a terrorist.
Well, I did read Mein Kampf in 8th grade, so. And I did do a book report in school for it.
I don't think that makes you a terrorist. I think that makes you a little bit more on the H-man list.
You definitely get put on a list for purchasing that book. So, I mean, there's that. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. I bet I'm fine. America's fine. Cull the herd, but I'm fine.
I do not agree with this sentiment.
Well, that's what you think, but then we also have our next section, Earth Ambassador Mars. What's going on there, huh?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have anyone other than okay, so there's been this case going on that I'm sure everyone's heard of. It's this fucking woman who she wanted to be a fucking YouTuber, I guess, like a travel YouTuber.
The person who visited the arch, right?
Yeah, it's them. And turns out they were both hitting on each other. I cannot stress that enough. Even by her own admission, they were both hitting each other. And she ends up dead in the middle of a fucking national park.
Did they finally confirm that it's her remains?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they confirmed her, and they can confirm that she died to homicide. So then they come back. Well, the guy went missing for quite a while. He he disappeared into a national forest in Florida. Her body was found in Wyoming. So what do the parents do? The parents of the man? That's right. They steal the car, his car, that probably has evidence in it, and then lie and say they don't know where he is when there's evidence to suggest that he's been coming home when the cops aren't there to grab stuff. So, parents of that dude, congratulations. You're going to Mars.
Yeah, and if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, I believe we covered part of this story last week. It's still ongoing, but it's like a famous YouTuber, which surprisingly...
she only got famous because of this.
Yeah, no. That's true. That is true. She only got famous because of this. Surprisingly, though, I mean, like, the boyfriend or whatever, let's be honest, only, like, 40% of murders are actually, like, solved? But when you murder, like, someone who's even, let's say, like, kinda, or even just almost, or not even close to famous, but is trying to be, has some followers, you're gonna catch the attention of pretty much the entire internet, because those people will blast on the internet and just random people will see it, look into it, and then start talking about it. So what the fuck is, like, what? What?
I don't know. I mean, there's some creepy ass footage of it. Another reason of no, not like him like killing her or anything.
Oh, okay, I'm fine.
No. So I guess there was another travel YouTuber couple in the same park at the same time as they were. So they were reviewing footage, and they were the ones who actually found the spot where her body was. And I believe they're the ones who found the body. And they have like a GoPro strapped to the top of whatever vehicle they're in. And you can see the van that the woman and the fiance lived in just chilling. They're driving up, the door's open. As they get closer, the door to the van shuts. And it's not like in a campsite. It's just chilling off the side of the road. And so it's like, oh, what's going on here?
That's just sex.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. The plot thickens, that's for sure.
It's an interesting story. I don't know if it's gonna be one of the, like, the legendary stories of, like, other killers or, like, murders or whatnot, but it's definitely an interesting one.
It's odd.
There's still people out there who's like, oh no, the boyfriend could never do this. They were in love and stuff. But from what I heard at least, they were talking to like a cop in the Arches when she was like crying and stuff, and this cop was like asking questions, and at the end of it, the cop's like, all right, I guess I'll let you go. Like, didn't want to disturb them on their trip or whatnot. But it's like, listen, this girl is like sobbing uncontrollably.
Well, okay,
or
hold
something
on.
like that.
Yeah, at surface value, that's where it's going. I mean, you can go watch the hour-long video. Even in the thing, she admits that, like, oh, they do this all the time, and this isn't anything serious, and that she's okay with going back. And then the cop's like, you guys should probably space away from each other for the night. My whole thing is, like, look, I'm not a big, like, victim blamer here, but women and dudes, for fuck's sakes, if you are across the country and you guys are beating the snot out of each other while driving a fucking car on a highway, you should probably not be with that individual. Move the fuck on, you dipshit.
If anything, you don't even have to be sitting in the 2 front seats. Just move some stuff, go in the back, put some distance, you know? If you have to be stuck with this person because of, I don't know, any kind of reason, just like add some more space between you guys. That little middle console is not enough space. Go to the other corner of the car or something. Even in the van.
I can't say for certain, but it is a point to bring up. At one point during the investigation with the Utah police, they ask, like, they go, well, are you on medications? And then they immediately censor it out. Both of them seem to be on medications. We know the woman who was found dead was on medications for, like, antidepressants and some other shit. So before, I mean, they never were famous. They quit their jobs to do this. And if it's one thing in America, medications aren't free, bud.
No, they're not.
So you are on heavy drugs, heavy prescriptions, and you are going to travel around the fucking country in a van on something that's not going to make you money. So instantly the cards are stacked against this couple. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. Be fucking adults, dude. Be fucking adults. If you're in a shit relationship, move the fuck on.
Here's the thing I'm going to say to everybody listening. You ain't ever going to reach your dreams without money. You need some kind of income to do this, all right?
Fucking A.
That's why I have to work,
you.
all right? This podcast, you think this is free to you guys? I'm paying like $12.99 a month to do this, all right?
It's free to them.
Yeah, no, I said that. It's free to you guys. Us?
No,
or at least me.
You said, do you think it's free to you guys? And I was like, yeah, it's free to them.
It's definitely free to you guys.
Turns out it's $1 every time you want to listen to this fuckfaces. Pay up.
Turns out, I guess I'll come out with the truth. Every time you listen to this, you guys are actually putting $1 into our Patreon. So every time you listen, you're adding another $1 monthly. No, it's free to you guys. To us, it ain't entirely free. All right, I gotta pay some money to heat the stuff up. And guess what? I wouldn't do this, normally. But hey, I don't know where I was going with that. All right, give me a second to think. My mouth is moving without me.
I was curious. I was like, we need to find the end of this story, bud.
Something. Go fuck myself. Anyway, my Earth Ambassador for the week is also ongoing story, but this man called Bobby Kotick, I believe his name is, at least his last name I don't know how to say, CEO of Activision. I think a lot of people have probably heard this by now, but he's got like a lot of assault and like allegations against him from people inside his company. That's the word.
Assault, like he was beating people up, or were we getting handsy?
So it's harassment and abuse allegations. One of the other ones said assault, but I'm just gonna go with this one.
What exactly was he allegedly doing? Wait, so we're sending people up who haven't... I just realized we're kind of... we're towing a dangerous line. These people aren't confirmed to have done anything. They're just alleged, and we're like, yeah, fuck them, send them to Mars!
Multiple allegations of sexual harassment, abusement, toxic behavior, and yada, yada, yada. A lot of stuff. Pretty much, there's a lot of people looking into this guy. And for one, I'm going to say you make shit games, so you're already going up there just for that, in my opinion. But in this article, they pretty much go on to say, like, how the investigation's continuing about all of this stuff. A lot of these people are people that used to work for him. So, I mean, yeah, I don't really...
So he just started whooping up on him? Like...
let's see... Yada, yada has begun... Okay, investigation... I don't know why they put it this way, but they always put Activision Blizzard. I don't know why they do it like that.
Activision owns Blizzard.
Yeah.
That's the company name.
That's so stupid. Just pick one, all right? And it's asking for the Call of Duty, and pretty much they're asking for documents for like the publication of these games for some reason, and personal files of 6 previous employees and records of the communication that they had with the CEO. Pretty much. Let's see what it says. What the fuck? No, this has nothing. No one cares about what the company's doing. They want to know what's going on with this guy. Why? Okay, well, okay. Apparently, in this beginning paragraph says the investigation is not necessarily about finding justice for the victims of the horrible abuse. All right, sure, whatever. I guess.
Well, then what's the purpose of
Yeah, I don't. What the fuck?
That's the dumbest line ever. Hey, we're going to investigate this, but it's not for you, fucker, huh?
This used to be a good website. What the fuck happened to you? But instead of looking out for the company's investors. Oh, okay, so it's all about money again, huh?
I mean, is it everything?
Yeah, everything is, right? Investors who probably aren't happy about the recent cycle of bad news. Nobody cares about that. In July, a lawsuit filed by the Fair Employment Department in California and Housing, I guess, as well. After a years-long investigation, turned up stories of multiple women suffering daily harassment and abuse while working at Activision Blizzard. This has led to multiple executives, I'm guessing, apologizing or even leaving the company. Blizzard games containing the names of the abusers are being scrubbed by devs to remove the offenders from the live games. Investors filed a second lawsuit against the publisher in August. Over time of when Activision Blizzard disclosed it's going on ongoing problems with sexual harassment and discrimination. Here's the thing, though. I just remembered this. The CEO came out on like a press conference and literally like said that he did this shit. So I mean, they're still investigating this even though he came out in his own words saying that he did it? I don't know.
Probably because they're getting ready to pay these fuckers.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, but that guy.
What do we know?
For you're going up for 3 reasons now. 1, you make terrible games. 2, all of these allegations of sexual harassment and assault or abuse. I mean, and 3, making a confusing article for me to read. So you're going up for 3 reasons.
It's your fault.
You. Yeah, if you didn't do all this shit, this article never would have existed. All right, I didn't want to read about your stupid company and about all the investors in it. No one cares about that. All right, I live in Utah, not Wall Street. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Just fuck you, I guess.
Up he goes.
Hey, you can go sexually harass some rocks up there or something, or all the people who don't shower. I don't care. You're all going up there.
I have a secondary person that I would like to send up.
Oh boy.
Well, it's not a person. I should start off with.
Okay.
It's a colony of animals. In southern Africa, there is a group of bees that just murdered a bunch of endangered penguins. So, send them up there too. Mars, you're getting bees.
Can we also send up the murder hornets too, or are those too cool? Or they have to stay here?
No, keep them because all the pussies in the Pacific North are like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. No one's died. Where's this? Yeah, swarm of bees kills more than 60 endangered penguins in South Africa.
Jesus fuck.
The 63 birds were found
in South Africa.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
The jackass penguin lives there. Okay. 63 birds were found dead inside the Boulders African penguin colony in Simonstown, located near Cape Town. According to the press release, penguins died sometime between Thursday afternoon and Friday morning. Post-mortem revealed that all the penguins had multiple bee stings. Preliminary investigation suggests they died after being stung by a swarm of Cape honeybees. Cape honeybees, you're going to Mars, you fucks. I'm all for protecting you, but if you're going to be killing jackass penguins, fuck off.
Yeah, go attack the people that we sent up there. It'll probably be more fun. More of a game, you know?
Yeah.
The game of, let's get into your spacesuit.
Postmortems determined the bees were stung, or the bees stung the penguins around the eyes and on their flippers.
Oh, Jesus, that's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's fucking in the flippers so they can't move, and then the eyes so they can't see, and now they're just fucking... they're fucked. Jesus.
Yeah, so those bees, up to Mars.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tons of flowers up there. Hope you die, you fucks.
Yeah. I wouldn't really rope this into Earth Ambassador to Mars, but I mean, they can go fuck themselves at least. And it's, have you seen what Twitch has been doing about the music stuff?
Yeah, they sent me a fucking email about this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
pretty much they struck a deal. They finally got a deal going with the music industry. Music industry is still not exactly happy about it, but it's more of a deal to cover Amazon and Twitch's ass and not the streamers.
Yeah.
Pretty much is, you still can't play copywritten music because according to them, it's a violation to other content creators for using their stuff without their permission. So there's that. But now, instead of just outright either banning you or fining you or whatever they did in the past, they now give you a warning at first. And then after that, they will go in and delete any clips or VODs that had the copyrighted music. And then if you do it again or something, then you get into like the previous things that happened to you, like fines and getting banned. Pretty much, it's...
They didn't really do anything other than just throw you under the bus almost immediately.
Yeah, Twitch has never really cared about their community. They say that they care about all content creators, but they care about two right now. The ones that get the money and the ones that get
huge boobs.
A lot of money. Yeah, it gets them a lot of bags, So here's what it says right here. I don't exactly know what to call it, but unlike DMCA, Twitch will give creators a chance to course correct by first issuing a warning. Twitch will remove any VODs and clips that contain unauthorized music from the creator's channel. If a live stream involves one or several specific flagrant, I don't know what it means by that. Flagrant. All right, cool. I went with music uses. Examples include rebroadcasting,
reprostituting,
music concerts, and broadcasting pre-release tracks. Twitch may also issue a warning or penalty depending on the creator's history of that kind of music use. We will have more information to share here in the coming weeks. So this is just starting, and I haven't seen what people streamers have said about it yet, but I'm guessing it's not gonna be happy about it.
I mean,
there was a lot of low time where a lot of people didn't really care about it. They just set it so that the previous broadcasts weren't saved and clips couldn't be made. But a lot of those people who did that were also YouTubers where they recorded their own stuff anyway, and then they could just highlight and cut out what they needed to make their YouTube videos and still make money off of it without having the previous broadcast. But I don't know what's gonna happen now.
I've even been seeing lower end YouTubers, if you're a smaller or lower end YouTubers, if you're a smaller Twitch streamer, you might as well just turn off fucking VODs and clips anyways. I mean, realistically,
no one's gonna watch
go ahead and listen to the music. No one's gonna fucking report you. By the way, if you do, because I tried this out on my channel, if you do report someone for it, you have to prove it's you. You have to. I mean, I don't know how true it is. I got lazy and didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a whole form you have to fill out if you want to report someone for listening to broadcasted music, and you have to prove that you own the song and yada yada yada.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you just delete your VODs and if you make it so you can't make clips or, keep your previous broadcasts, there's not a lot they can do unless someone goes in there who owns the music, or even just, I guess, a Twitch moderator could do this too and just give you a warning and then kick you off. So, I mean...
Yeah, but there's so many people. You ain't gonna get caught.
You're one in 100,000 at a time, your chances are slim. Just do what you want to do. Just make sure that you cover your tracks, I guess. I don't know. Is this bad advice?
I quit listening to any good music aside from Veritas on stream a long time ago, because I'm not about to lose what little I already have. Fuck that. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of being in control of my own shit as much as possible.
I haven't listened to music in a really long time anyway, and I haven't streamed in a really long time anyway, so I don't know if this really affects me, but can I listen to a podcast and stream? just have someone else's voice going on in the background, like two people just talking in the background while I'm just playing a game, and just listening to that while talking to chat. I don't know.
I believe as long as you have permission, there's really no big deal.
Well, sure, do you give me permission to play our our podcast on stream?
I mean, fuck, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Oh, man. I mean, I heard we got a pretty juicy cunts and clits going on today, and I'd like to get into that.
It is pretty thick.
What do you think? You think it's time?
Yeah, it's always time for cunts and clicks.
Get rid of the bad taste I have in my mouth from talking about Twitch, and let's get into some good taste of cunts and clits. I'm sorry. I had to say that.
All right, this one's going to be an Asian country. Sisters dubbed the world's oldest twins at 107.
Japan?
I didn't think you were going to answer that quick. I took a drink. Yeah, it is Japan. Japan number one.
No, China number one. They're just part of it.
I mean, we'll go back into this. History says you're part of Japan. Yeah, they were born in 1913. They're old. The twins who live in separate care homes were presented with their certificates via mail due to COVID-19. Shout out to no one coughing on those certificates before they sent them out. That'd be really sick.
Yeah.
Give this to her.
Well, as long as it takes 24 hours, they'll be fine.
You were the oldest sister, and then your sister. You were the oldest twins, and then your sister died. So now you're just one of the oldest women. Nothing important about you.
One of the last living twins of the oldest.
All right, we're gonna come back home to the States on this one. High school forced to use party bus with stripper poles for field trip.
In the States, that sounds... To me, that just sounds like California.
We're going to the East Coast. Massachusetts.
Really?
Specifically Boston. Yeah.
Strippers?
That would have been the coolest fucking field trip ever.
Yeah.
Jim Mayers, an 11th grade advanced placement language and composition teacher at the Broke Charter School in Boston. Oh, these are a bunch of rich kids. They didn't know what the fuck to do with this. If this was like a school from the hood, man. Good Lord.
We'd all know what to do with that.
Yeah. It's a funny story, but there's actually a real bus shortage, and it speaks to major flaws in our education system, he said. I mean, does it? You could have said no. Like, you didn't have to take this.
No, you really didn't. I mean, what was
bitch.
the destination?
Someone should investigate this guy. Why is he trying to fucking... Why is he getting high school kids this bus with stripper poles? What's going on here?
Kids, we're going on a field trip. Everybody get into the stripper bus.
Yeah, I'm questioning your decision making when you have a bunch of underage people on a bus with stripper poles.
Boys, I'm gonna need you to take off your shirts. Girls, I need you guys to sit back.
Yeah, there's some... the more I read about this article, we should really take a look into this guy.
Just
like, why was this... Canceling the field trip is totally an option. Just FYI.
Yeah.
It's gotten people to talk about the overall infrastructure of our education system and the different ways schools are prioritized. He then urged readers to attend their next local school board meeting or read up on the topic. Or, I'm going to go out on a limb. I rode the bus as a kid. He's bitching about, like, not having enough bus drivers. I was an asshole to those poor people. Their job sucks, and I was just a douche to them. Maybe if the parents like actually stepped up, or just like, hey, you can't be showing your genitals to the bus driver to get him arrested. You can't be doing that.
What?
What? Just go up to the front of the bus. Hey, I think I stepped in some gum, or I sat in some gum, and then just nutsack hanging out. I mean, I don't think this is like a problem with the fucking school system. I think this guy should at least be talked to. Be like, why? How did as a parent, I'd be like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you fucking, you weird bastard?
You guys need buses? Just go to the homeless in California. Move them out. They'll do it.
You're in a charter school. You mean to tell me you couldn't reach out to one of the parents to rent out a fucking Greyhound bus? Instead, you get this thing? Oh, how many kids sat in dried semen?
All of them, probably. They probably also stepped in it, fell asleep in it. I mean, I don't know about you, but I take a nap on the field trip bus.
I never did. It was always uncomfortable.
It is, but I somehow was just always tired enough to fall asleep on it.
I always laughed at the kids who fucking fell asleep with their head against the window, and the bus would just hit one small bump, and they just bang. It was just like, oh.
I think that's how I fell asleep. I was actually just knocked unconscious.
Yeah, got a concussion. Here I am.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder my head hurt so much in school. It wasn't because I was stupid and didn't understand anything.
Someone, that's really disturbing. Say no. Hey, say no. If a teacher is trying to get me on a bus with a stripper pole, no. I've been around the block a few times to know what is about to happen here. No thanks.
That's what happened to the rich kids, not the other kids, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, rich kids, I mean, like, granted, your parents probably don't fucking care about you because you've just been running free your whole life. But Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a genius to figure, it's going on my TikTok. Oh. No. You got molested. I don't, like, that's not fun. That's not fun. All right. This one is another state. Keeping it homegrown here. Alleged pizza roll pooper apprehended after grocery store incident.
What?
Oh yeah, this story's fucking excellent.
So, I'm gonna try to read into the story before I answer it. This guy was stuffing pizza rolls up his ass to shoplift? Do you want me?
No. Do you want me to give you the story before you guess?
I'm gonna guess Florida.
No, Oklahoma, the central Florida, the Midwest Florida. Anyways,
I'd say Ohio's that, but all right.
Shirley Wright Johnson said she was picking up some items in a grocery store in Moore, Oklahoma, with her 2 daughters when she reached for a bag of frozen pizza rolls. She quickly discovered something else was in her hand. Human shit. I picked up a bag of pizza rolls, and there was literally shit, she said in a video, blah, blah, blah. Someone defecated inside the supermarket freezer onto a bag of Totino's pizza rolls, then covered the mess with another package of the treats.
Oh. Ew. I was thinking it was like the human oven kind of thing, where it's like, if I stick these up there, shit them out 35 minutes later, yeah.
Internal defrosting?
Yeah.
No. She then gives this, this quote that apparently this moment changed her life. She's totally not setting up for a lawsuit. All the way home, my kids were still like, Mom, I can smell it. I can smell it. I'm like, I smell it too, baby. It's, you touched poop. You have kids. You've touched poop before. You have wiped ass and got poop on your hand, Shirley.
Yeah.
Other people's poop. It's just.
I mean, you could.
She even says she washed her hands and she could still smell it, and that's not either. You didn't. That's on you. You didn't use enough soap.
Yeah,
that's you sick fuck. Quit taking treats back home for fucking pleasure, sicko.
If you wash enough, the smell does go away.
The beautiful part of this.
Did she did she take that bag home? Is that why they could still smell
I don't know. They didn't say yeah. Why'd you bring home the shitty bag of pizza rolls?
It was the last one in there.
It's the only pizza rolls in miles. More police use. I didn't even think about this. Grocery stores have cameras everywhere. I don't know what this guy was trying to do. More police, the state or the city, use surveillance video from the scene of the crime. I think they meant crime. Flushed out a man they identified as a person of interest. He was booked into the Cleveland County Detention Center on unrelated charges while the poop probe continues. So he was doing other shit. We don't even know what the fuck he was doing.
Meth, heroin, killing his girlfriend in Wyoming. No, not that one. All right.
Yeah, not that one. That guy's still wondering. I'm kind of hoping this dude just gets eaten by an alligator. Like the fucking original dude.
Yeah.
What else was he doing?
Why are you pooping on rolls, man?
Why are you shitting in fucking frozen section of the fleet? Oh my god, they have a video of it.
I don't want to.
They blurred it out, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Good lord.
Does this man have a shopping cart that drops trow and starts shitting in one?
God damn.
I think I'm not even gonna blame it on drugs. No, I think people who take drugs are more competent than that.
Yeah, and it's definitely not like one of the rural people from China who just shit in the middle of the mall.
No.
Yeah, bet you forgot about that story. That one will always be a golden one.
Hey, it's China.
What the fuck? Oh, the man is also suspected of taking pictures up women's skirts at the grocery store. Prime citizen right here. Oh Jesus, who still does that?
Is this
who
the
still
CEO
does that?
of Activision Blizzard?
Yes. Ron Jeremy's out and he's got to poop. What the fuck? This one's my favorite out of the entire thing because once again, stupid people are around the world. This is gonna be a European country. Teen 15 gets USB cable stuck inside his genitals trying to measure length.
I did see this. I didn't read. I only saw the last bit of the USB thing, but I didn't read it. Is it in our Discord? In your Discord?
Yeah, Spoon posted it. And I was hoping you didn't see it. It was a bold move.
I only saw the cord and read got stuck, and that was it. And I was like, I'm not reading the rest of that.
Oh, you're about to hear the whole thing, man.
Is it Germany?
Nah, this is England. You sick limey fucks. You sick. Oi! Shove that USB cable right down my pisser. He's Australian too. This article was written by a man named Bruce Lee. Okay. Not even kidding. Bruce Y. Lee, senior contributor to Forbes.com.
He ain't gonna live up to that name.
Dude, he goes in. He goes in on this kid, as you should.
Yeah.
Fucking dipshit. Literally anything. Even if you just have a string. Like, if you don't have a ruler or a tape measurer because you're English and broke and all you do is kill people with knives, even if you have string, you can take the string, like a shoestring. You can just untie it, get hard, measure it, and then just take that somewhere. How big is this? I'm renovating a window. And that's all you got to do. No, this dude shoved a cable down his pisser.
That has to... How do you get one end of...
Where's it at? Okay, so once again, I'm going to read a huge chunk of this. Bruce Lee fucking buries this little dipshit. Although USB stands for Universal Serial Bus and universal seems to imply everywhere, there are limits to where a USB cable should go. For example, it typically should not go in your spaghetti. Instead, people tend to use USB blah, blah, blah. No, this list does not include your penis, and in general, your penis usually doesn't qualify as a peripheral device, regardless of what you may call it. Your penis is not something that you can remove or attach things to easily. Nonetheless, the saga described in the case report begins when the teen decided to insert the USB cable into his penis via his urethra. He wasn't even measuring the outside. Fucking dipshit was measuring the inside of his shaft. Now, the statement usually begs a follow-up question such as, why the heck did he do that? Rather than a response like, naturally, of course, he did. Well, the teen eventually told doctors that he did it to measure the length of his penis, triggered by sexual curiosity. He then tried to remove the USB cable from his penis. He couldn't. Instead, he noticed blood was coming out of his urethra. This prompted him to go into the emergency department. Doctors first tried using a scope to remove the cable, and in this case, the scope didn't mean a kaleidoscope, a telescope, or mouthwash. This is a picture of the tool. I'm not posting the other stuff. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't want to see this guy's penis. Oh.
I mean, he's 15. Yeah, that went into that dude's penis. Please put this in the video. Please.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a twitch right now thinking about that. That's good lord.
Thinking of putting that anywhere near my body is already discomforting. But,
like, you remember when you were a little kid, your parents told you if you get rabies, you got to get the shot. They exaggerated the size of the needle. This is that exaggeration. Instead, they inserted.
Can't hurt you. Then they show you a picture of this.
Yeah, don't shove anything in your penis either. This is what they send up there. No, this is where the story gets good. Instead, they inserted a rigid cystoscope, which is the device I showed you. So, such a scope can have either a blade or a laser that can cut away tissue inside the urethra to help loosen and remove the cable. While the words blade or laser or cut next to the words urethra and penis may seem plenty like, oh my god, invasive, it's actually less invasive than dealing with the problem the other way. However, The procedure could not remove the cable due to a knot inside the USB cable that led to the patient being transferred to the University College Hospital department with deeper experience and expertise. That's right. He tied a knot in it before he shoved it in there. Yeah. The adolescent's asked to be examined without his mother present. I think the mom should have been there.
Yeah.
After all, this, yeah, I'd be like, all right, you're probably never going to do this, but we're going to cement it. You are never going to do this again. Your mom's going to see us pull this worm out of here. After all, this wouldn't be your usual mother-son conversation. The adolescent then described to the doctors who authored the case report all that had transpired. The doctors found no evidence of any pre-existing physical or mental health issues. Seems like he has one. Next, the doctors checked x-rays to confirm the, quote, exact position and the shape of the formatted knot, and the patient was transferred to the theater. In this case, theater being the surgical theater where other people watch this be done.
Okay.
Yep. End quote. In the operating room, surgeons made an incision into his penis. Notice that the cable had been cut into 2 segments and then removed both segments. After sewing up his urethra and penis, the surgeons then inserted catheters so urine could bypass the affected area for a while to allow it to heal. 2 weeks later, doctors checked the area, didn't find any leakage or excessive scar tissue, and removed the catheters. In this report, it included reports of people shoving needles, pins, iron wires, pistachio shells, plastic forks, spoons, metal straws, aluminum, pieces of cardboard or paper, staples, writing utensils such as pens and pencils, coax cables, a spray foam sealant, and other objects are in as described by a publication in Urology.
Yeah, don't forget about the beans from that other guy.
That's true. That's true. Bruce Lee then continues to write, your penis, of course, is not a purse pocket or a pin cushion. You shouldn't be telling anyone you want me to carry that for you. I can put that in my penis.
Oh, God.
Yeah. See, like, if you want to measure the length of your penis, there's something called a ruler. If your answer is, well, the ruler is not long enough, then use 2 rulers, a tape measure or a GPS. Or snap yourself back into that thing called reality.
Here's what I'm going to say. If you need to measure your penis is already too small.
Your penis is on the outside. Why are you measuring the fucking inside? That's disgusting.
You're not going to get a bigger length. It doesn't matter how big it is on the inside. It matters how big it is on the outside.
What if this little pervert just wanted to fuck a computer?
Oh, my God. Dude, he's using that internal power that he has of, like, building up electricity in your body, right? He's trying to use that to charge his phone.
He wanted to become Static Shock.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's a callback. If you wanted to keep from getting someone pregnant, try a condom instead. Just last month, I covered a Forbes article of the case of a man who used epoxy adhesive to seal off the opening of his penis before having sex with his partner.
And died.
Yep.
That's another callback to one of our episodes, too. You want to go listen to that? I don't remember what episode.
Don't be doing that.
No. Don't stick anything in your dick.
Shout out Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Both Bruce Lees.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
So, this one was a fine runner-up for this week. This one... so crispy.
Was the penis one your favorite this week?
Yeah, just because there's stupid people outside of Florida, California, Washington State, Oregon, and
Oklahoma, United States, Utah.
Yeah. All right, so this one once again is in the United States. Accused cannibal gets prison time for botched castration in remote cabin.
We're gonna go with. Yeah, we'll go with Wyoming for this one.
Wyoming. Close. We're going to Oklahoma again.
They're really putting some dirt on their name, huh?
Oh, this is... You motherfuckers need to find something to do. Apparently all there is to do in Oklahoma is to watch people bomb a building with a U-Haul, shit in grocery store freezers, and chop off each other's balls and try to eat them. All right. Here we go. Bob Lee Allen, 54, and his husband Thomas Evans Gates III, 42 years old, were charged last year for castrating a victim, a then willing 28-year-old who had flown from Virginia to get the procedure after connecting with Allen on the now-defunct castration forum Eunuch Maker, Vice reported.
That was
the thing? Victim told... I guess so. The victim told the investigators that Allen boasted he had 15 years of experience performing gender reassignment surgeries, had 6 clients lined up for the procedure, and kept his body parts in the freezer. The couple then drove the victim to the secluded cabin in the southeast Oklahoma woods where Allen performed the 2-hour surgery using only local anesthetic. Following the procedure, Allen reportedly said that he was... Oh, my God. Allen reportedly said, according to the victim, he was going to consume the parts and laughed and said that he is a cannibal. The day following the castration, Allen took the victim to the hospital for bleeding, threatening to dump him in the woods should he pass out on the way. Hospital personnel alerted the police, who found what appeared to be testicles. When they subsequently searched the cabin, the couple was arrested shortly thereafter when they tried to visit the victim in the hospital.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You couldn't make this shit up, dude. Why? Why are you finding people on the internet to do gender reassignment surgeries?
What?
You can talk to, I don't know, a fucking doctor?
Anybody. Literally anybody. Even if your state hates that shit, you could still talk to a doctor about it. Oh my God. I'm blaming this one on the victim.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of blame to go around.
I get you wanting to change. All right, sure, it's your body, your choice, whatever. There were so many other ways you could have done this. You trusted a stranger on the internet. All right, that's like
in the backwoods of Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's like accepting candy from a known pedophile. Like, what the fuck? You don't ever accept anything from strangers on the internet, except for this podcast.
We will never ask you to have us castrate you.
We won't ask anything from you. We won't ask you to do any of that.
Other than to like and subscribe.
I mean, sure, you could do that if you want, or you could just listen on your downtime if you ever want to keep looking us up. The more you look us up, the more our search rating goes up when you put in rice. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. The suspects were initially charged with performing unlicensed surgery, conspiracy to commit unlicensed surgery, maiming and assault, and battery with a dangerous weapon. Gates testified against his husband, and in exchange, prosecutors dismissed 3 felony counts against him. He ultimately pled guilty for possessing psychedelic mushrooms, possessing drug paraphernalia, and keeping the victim's castrated parts in a freezer in the cabin instead of burying them. He was released from jail Tuesday. Allen, meanwhile, avoided a jury trial by pleading no contest on 5 counts. He has now been sentenced to 2 years in jail and 10 years and 1 month in prison.
Is cannibalism illegal in Oklahoma? Doesn't sound...
It's illegal in everywhere except for your state. I hate to be the one to tell you.
Well, yeah, I already know it's not. I already know it's legal in my state, but it is illegal in Oklahoma.
It's illegal like in 48 states.
All right, but they didn't get charged for that though.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, that's a good point.
Interesting. I don't know.
Cannibalism is a consumption of another human's body matter, whether consensual or not. In the United States, there are no laws against cannibalism per se. Oh.
Yeah.
But most, if not all, states have enacted laws that indirectly make it impossible to legally obtain and consume the body matter.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then.
So
another. Here comes another great European story of. I don't know. This whole week's good. This one's another banger. Priests allegedly stole church funds for drugs and gay sex parties.
I'm gonna just guess Germany again.
We're going to Italy. An Italian Roman Catholic priest has been placed under house arrest for allegedly stealing, get ready, $117,000 in church funds and parishioners' donations for drugs and lavish gay sex parties. The Reverend Francisco Spagnese, 40, of Prato, Italy, who was locally known for his inspiring homilies, was caught after police were tipped off that him and his roommate had imported a liter of the common date rape drug GHB, whatever that is, from the Netherlands. Oh, Kalen sent it to him.
Yeah.
The police are in the process of interviewing 200 people who've said they've attended these parties in the last 2 years. The men are alleged to have used online dating sites to invite guests in their home where drugs were used and sold, and they reported officers reportedly found homemade crack pipes from bottles during a raid on the apartment.
Jesus Christ. Homemade
beer bottle crack pipes.
It's like the apple bongs people make.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. That's terrible. They're giving out date rape drugs. GHB.
A liter of it. I don't even know what the fuck. What is GHB? Hold on, I gotta.
It's just a date.
Ruhifnol.
Yeah. I don't know. Just it's something, I guess. It's
holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a central nervous system depressant that is commonly referred to as club drug or date rape drug. Oh, so we're just handing out fucking anesthesia.
Yeah.
We're just, oh my God.
In the form of a dissolvable pill that goes into your drink or something. I don't know. Tablet. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that story. It's just interesting. It's terrible, but it's interesting.
Can't trust a Catholic.
No, you cannot. You never can. No, you cannot.
All right, last one. United States. Men take vehicle with free car sign for a spin and find a body in the trunk.
Wyoming?
Mississippi.
Ah.
They drove for 30 miles before finding the remains of a 34-year-old who was last seen 2 days earlier.
That's gross.
Yeah. The men arrived home and found the body of 34-year-old Anthony McCrillis in the boot of the car. His body was unclothed and had allegedly been there for days. The men told the officers the vehicle was parked on the side of the road by a junkyard with a sign on the front reading, "Free car." It also had a key already in the ignition, allowing the two men to drive off.
So they hopped in this car and then instantly go, "Damn, it smells fucking terrible in here."
Oh, it was next to a dump.
Still though, I mean, there's you could tell the difference of smell from something that is dead and rotting and a dump. Like they give off.
Dumps will dispose of animal bodies for vets.
I don't know. I feel like there should be, or at least in my mind, there's a different smell between the two.
Between animal dead bodies and human dead bodies?
Yeah. I mean,
it stayed there all day long.
Shit that we.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, think of all the shit that we eat compared to them. Like that's gotta start to stink up.
Dog farts smell the worst, and horses just stink.
So
plus cows.
Yeah.
It stayed there all day long for sure until 6 p.m. This is in Mississippi, I will remind you. It was still seen by another employee from the junkyard. Oh, it's a junkyard. It's not a dump. Yeah, there would be a smell.
Yeah. Maybe all the bodies that are at the junkyard just, or all the cars at the junkyard just have dead bodies in them. That all just smelled the same.
I guess. I don't know. Start paying attention to your local junkyards.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be taking free cars either.
Never take a free car. There's always a catch. Like a dead body.
Yeah, I was about to say a naked man in the back who's been dead for days. That's all I got.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, I was expecting a David Rush story.
I couldn't find one. There was some story of some English woman who set a record for like doing back handsprings. I was like, oh, I only give a shit about the Americans breaking records, honey. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, marshmallow launchers and people passing around balls and stuff.
Fucking playing real life Fruit Ninja. What are you doing? Other than watching a 15-year-old shove a USB cable in his dick.
So watching the procedure of him getting it removed?
No, she probably watched it.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing that you do that. I guess it is out of state. Out of the States. So I don't know what their laws over there about teenagers and fucking looking at their genitals. I guess it was for medical purposes, but still, that's just weird. I don't know. We've been going for like an hour 15 or so.
Yeah, he's still underage in England. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
The age of consent in the United Kingdom is 16.
That is when they're technically an adult in their eyes, so.
Ugh.
All you guys are gross.
Ugh.
Again, I guess for medical purposes, but sure, it's still weird.
I mean, medical purposes, whatever. They got to learn how to do it, unfortunately. 16? These motherfuckers barely know how to drive.
16 is when they can start drinking. So, whatever. That's when they unlock.
Good lord.
In Europe, it's like when they unlock like the new mode, you know? It's like first you're in child mode and they turn 16, you unlock, drinking, smoking, driving, I think voting. Do they have votes there? I don't know. It's not America, I don't know. But we've been going for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got anything else to say it. But I think it's time to say goodbye to our listeners.
Japan #1.
Can we just say we'll end this now, all right? Can we just say the last people to dominate that country wins it? So we'll just say Japan's American now because I don't know, you guys dropped the sun on them twice.
That's true.
All
That's
right.
true.
There you go. You guys have an extra state in our eyes.
Japan #51.
52. I thought there was a 51 now.
Nope.
All right. Well, Japan 50.
Puerto Rico doesn't want us.
They don't want you anymore?
No. They voted. We asked them to be a part. They said no. So.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you so much for listening. You guys have a great week. And, yeah, goodbye.
Bye.